Hello, and we're back with Team Unified Modern, round three, and it's Sunday. This is part of our GOG's like invitational series, and we're here with uh, Randall and Joe.
Hello, my name is Joe. You all may remember me as the grumpy guy in the store. I always tell you to clean up after yourself, and then I complain about it. As you can tell, it is Joe.
Yes, it's definitely Joe and the princely pauper Randall. So,
The princely Randall, I say.
so
It used to be just Randall.
we are
What
here.
happened to young people these days? How come they all have those funny names for each other?
Uh, I didn't come up with this nickname, but I'm running with it.
Okay, no, it's Ben. So
Oh, yeah.
okay, yeah.
And-
I can't keep the Joe uncle
Joe.
the army voice up.
So we're here with round three.
Okay.
Kenneth Wong from Team Fat Shock Go, and Joshua Tan from Team Eastside.
So do they actually have someone whose surname is Go on their team?
I don't think so. I think it's more like the
Oh, okay.
you know
like
the
Fat Shock Go.
Fat Shock Go,
Okay,
like
okay.
the
It'd be
turn
funny
one
like
play.
because if it was Fat Shock Lee,
Oh,
Fat
yeah.
Shock Tan, like
You could have any variation of this team name.
that's true. Fat Shock Smith.
Honestly, that's not bad. I like it.
Yeah. So Joshua Tan on Tron, Kenneth on Stoneblade.
Yep.
You can see some of the kind of namesake cards already.
Mm,
Some Tron lands, a couple of Stoneforge Mystics just chilling.
Just the one Tron land.
Yeah. And yeah, you had some experience with this deck.
I did, but very
like
badly.
10 minutes before the event began. Yeah.
Turn one, have one Tron land in hand, Ancient Stirring into nothing.
Yeah.
That was my experience with the deck.
Let Josh show you how he's done.
Yeah. We can
Fresh off his monthly win.
Yeah. we can see he actually has the Tron in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has the power plant at the front of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Talented player, this is the difference, bro.
But yeah, this is where I think the Tron deck kind of like takes some time to set up, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We were discussing it in the games that you played. Like, if you don't have a turn 3 Tron, like, it's so far behind.
Mm.
Because
But-
Kenneth is going to be able to untap into, like, Cryptic Command mana, you know?
Correct. Yeah. And I mean, in this matchup, the Tron deck definitely does have enough time to set up.
True,
It's just
true,
whether or
true,
not
true.
Stoneblade has the answers to deal with the threats when they do come out.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Feel the Ruin really changed how this matchup plays out, right? In
Definitely.
the past, it was kind of hard, a tough ask to ask a blue-white deck to play actual land destruction. Yeah, but now you have Feel the Ruin, which is kind of land neutral.
Correct.
Right, it can kind of break up his opponent's like plan.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
while not going down a lane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
that's true.
Ghost Quarter, I guess, really hurts in the long run.
Yeah. So there's even Tectonic Edge, right?
Yep,
Yeah. Which doesn't do
definitely.
anything against them if they play on 3. So you're like,
So Kenneth Wong with the Blue Eye Stoneblade, this is obviously new because of the new BNR.
Yeah.
Finally.
The
Yeah, finally,
the
Stoneforge
unbanning of
Mystic.
Stoneforge. Yeah.
Finally. The Rock has come back.
I think everyone's been waiting for Stoneforge Mystic to be unbanned.
Yeah. But we know that he has a sword in his hand because he sorts the sword up the first and then the Battle Skull next.
Yeah.
So this is going to be sword. It's going to be equipped onto this Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, and it's
And it's going to net him a card from Joshua's hand and as well as the untap his lands. The only concern is that there are no Stoneforges untapped. So you can't put a Battle Skull into play.
yeah, definitely.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, still a very good position for Kenneth.
Yeah, and I think
And-
Joshua's happy, right? Because his lands are not getting disrupted.
Yeah. So
That's my phone, bro. Where's my phone?
phone
Randomly
situation.
claim phone as your own. Hello, this skill very good, yo.
Yeah,
And I
so
mean-
he's got to discard. He's going to discard the extra forest that he drew for his
Yep.
last turn.
I mean, Stoneblade, we're looking good on Kenneth's side, but
Yeah.
Tron, very easy for them to swing the game in their favor.
Yeah. Especially if Kenneth is going to tap out this turn for something. Yeah, this is kind of like I don't have anything other than I don't have to worry about anything other than a spell pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tron and Joshua obviously being pretty smart about it, right? He's crying for the mine. He laid the mines. He's not giving away too much information about what he has,
What he has
in his
hand, yeah.
Yeah, whether or not he can complete the Tron this turn or not.
Definitely.
Yeah. And and you can see he's a master of the information game. He even has the red sleeves to kind
Yeah. Say, maybe I'm not playing green
Yeah.
Tron. Because I have seen mono red Tron.
Oh yeah?
I've seen it, but I don't really know
What's
what it
What's
does.
the red offer?
I don't know.
Certainly not Blood Moon. Certainly not Alpine
Not-
Moon.
not
Magus
looting
of the
either
Moon.
anymore
Yeah,
because
that's
looting's
true.
gone.
That's true,
Yeah.
no lootings. Yeah, so he has Tron assembled. It's just a matter what he wants to do with it. It looks like he's thinking about playing Ugin. Ugin would be
We're pretty good here,
pretty good in
actually.
this.
Yeah.
Unless his opponent has a spell pierce.
He'll get rid of.
So let's
I
check.
think-
Does he actually have a spell
I
pierce?
think. No, he
No.
doesn't. Yeah,
He has
so
all spell snares, mono spell snares. But he
Yeah.
does have force of negation. He has 3 force of negations in his
he
main
does
deck.
have force of negation. Force
Yeah.
of negation would do it against.
Yeah, we'll do it against
Ugin.
Ugin, but it wouldn't do it against Wormcoil.
Wormcoil. And I think Joshua does have Wormcoil, so
Yeah, yeah. So it's
definitely thinking about those two.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. It's gonna show you, or it's gonna test Josh's knowledge of the meta game and
Correct.
the format in general, right?
Yeah.
He's like, my opponent tapped out. That's so weird.
Yeah. Honestly, if I were Joshua, I'd be like, I'm just thinking, why did he tap out?
yeah. What is going on
Yeah.
here?
Although Wormcoil in this situation is really good because
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sort of Feast of Famine not gonna get any protection against Wormcoil.
He's gonna use the forest to cycle his star,
Yeah.
give himself a little bit more information.
Mm.
I would have liked the Tron lands to cycle the star. Right?
Why do you say that?
Just in case he needs 2 green this turn, right? And he's
Right.
gonna use the Tron lands. It's not like he's gonna leave mana open
Correct,
to do anything. This is a Tron deck.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
He could use that. He could
So-
like Ancient Stirrings on the second
Yeah,
main phase or something. Yeah.
So he's gonna play Ugin,
Yep.
and Kenneth is going for the good old read.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I
this
mean,
is the English copy.
I hope
Yeah,
so
you
because if it's
remember
the
from,
Japanese.
from lending him this copy of the deck. yeah.
Oh, is this the shop's deck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Well, it's
right.
Jin House deck. It's Jin
Right,
House deck.
right.
So I think he lent it to Joshua. Joshua, who doesn't own too many modern cards or magic cards in general, he just
Just plays a lot of magic.
he just plays a lot of magic.
Mm.
Yeah, so he usually plays burn. So I guess that's why the sleeves are on
On
you know,
Reddit, yeah.
on brand for him. Yeah. So
Really
this
playing
has
the mind game.
yeah this has resolved. He's gonna. Oh wow.
Oh, what's gonna happen here?
He's gonna path his own. Stoneforge to get lands, but that's the best thing that Kenneth can squeeze out of a situation like this.
Yeah, definitely.
And with no force or negation, Joshua just pulling way ahead.
Yeah.
Way.
I mean, exiling the whole board on Kenneth's side
Yeah.
is gonna put Kenneth back so far.
The good thing is the equipment survives, right?
Yes,
So you can
equipment
expect like a battle skull next turn,
Mm.
and it's untouched by the Ugin.
Yes.
Even though Ugin can just -0 and remove the battle
the
skull.
Battle Skull
token.
germ, right?
Yeah.
Good.
The gem. You're right.
Oh, yeah, the gem's black, right?
The gem's black. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Yeah.
yeah.
I never thought about it.
We're not racist here.
Yeah, nobody was thinking about it until you brought it up.
anything,
Yeah.
You were thinking it.
So I mean, okay,
That's
Kenneth's.
what a racist would say.
I mean, what Kenneth can do here is just play Battle Skull and it's not much.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is like the best thing he could do with 4 mana last time was play Teferi
Yeah,
on
definitely.
3. You know, so you're like, I'm not too.
It's a sign of weakness. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on in his hand? So we see that it is a Field of Ruin. There is a Field of Ruin right at the front, but he's choosing to
Yeah.
go with something else. Huh. Interesting.
Well, that's Actually,
yeah.
at
I
this
don't know
point-
if it was a Field of Ruin. It looked like a Field of Ruin to me.
Yeah, it looked like Field of Ruin. I mean, if it was a Field of Ruin, I think definitely that's what you want to do, right?
Yeah. I mean, like you're already kind of behind, right? Like you
Yeah.
feel like you should kind of break up that mana before it gets too much.
Yep. I mean,
But
if you
he's
get rid
gonna
of.
he's gonna go with the he's gonna hit him with the. He's gonna hit the. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
really wants the Ugin out of there.
Yeah.
But I mean, this sets you up for so many things.
So
in-
that explains the plow on his on the path on his own Stoneforge. He needed the extra mana to activate the colonnade.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So he's going downtown with the colonnade, but
Yeah. I mean, here he's,
Josh has like 6 cards in his hand.
you know, Kenneth is really leaving himself vulnerable to basically Joshua's rest of this hand.
There's a Sanctum of Ugin. There's a couple of Worm coins. There's a Khan, and there's a O Stone
Yeah, I mean, embarrassment
and
of
a
riches
and a
from
Ghost Quarter
Joshua's
there. Yeah.
side.
So I mean, you can quite safely play the Khan here, right? And then the
Yep.
Ghost Quarter covers the colonnade.
Yep.
Should that come to that?
I mean, definitely. I mean,
And a-
honestly, when you're Joshua, is
Yeah, and
you
a
can
Khan.
do anything at this point.
Yeah.
But Khan would definitely be one of the
Yeah,
better.
the
like,
Khan even handles
lead-ins.
the colonnade itself if you're concerned about that.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And you know he doesn't have spell pierce because he would have spell pierce the Ugin last turn.
Definitely.
So yeah,
I mean, one draw step isn't enough.
yeah,
To you kind
to
of bank on
like,
that.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess Josh is just thinking: do I lay the Ugin and
Or play the
Sanctum
Khan.
Ugin,
right.
Sanctum Ugin, and then play the Khan, or do I play the Ghost Quarter? I think he's gonna go the Ugin, Sanctum Ugin.
I mean, let's say Joshua still doesn't know if Kenneth has a spell pierce or not, and he's trying to play around it.
You should just lay a land anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he plays the Ugin. You know, he casts Khan. It gets
Yeah.
countered, but he can sack the Ugin to find another thing.
Sure, but it doesn't
Yeah.
even get counted by the spell pierce because he has 2 extra mana.
land. Yes, you're right.
So this Ghost Quarter is extra protection against stuff.
Mm.
This Khan is gonna probably eat at his opponent's hand now, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm him, right? Like,
There's nothing about that's like immediately too dangerous. I mean, the
Yeah,
Celestial
yeah.
Colonnade can't even kill the Khan.
yeah, and he has to sing 5 mana to it, at which point you just ghost quarter the thing. So,
Yeah, 100%.
So he's gonna go up.
Oof.
In his best interpretation of Liliana, best impersonation of Liliana, is gonna go up for 4.
Much better impersonation
Yeah,
of
that's
Liliana,
true.
actually.
It's colorless.
It's colorless.
It does cost 7 mana though,
It
but
does, it does.
make him mean that he played it with 3 lands, so it's kind of like the going rate for
For Liliana,
for
right?
Liliana as well. You get fruit. Yeah, so so earlier I got a judge call because one of Kenneth's opponents didn't believe he was playing a main deck disenchant, and he is playing
Oh,
a main
really?
deck. Yeah, he's playing a main deck disenchant, as you can see. Right.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And Kenneth, kind of anticipated people would ask this question, so he put
Yeah.
it as the first card on his list. Be like, yeah, just so you all are looking, just in case you're looking for this card.
That's interesting though. Why do you think he put it in the main board?
Maybe he's just expecting a lot of Stoneforge decks in the
Yeah,
seat that
I
he's
guess so,
playing.
that's
And then
true.
there's a lot of Urza. The top, like the 8-0 deck from GP Ghent or Magic Fest Ghent
Yeah.
was 3 Urza decks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even
This
know.
is a team format, but it's not unified like what we're playing
Right.
here at GOG.
Also, they just
Uh,
played all of the same.
There's 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them decided to play 3 Urza decks.
I mean, if the in broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not sure if Disenchant's enough to beat the Urza decks, but I figured I guess he must have
Yes.
thought there was a wide enough ranging card that it
Mm.
was something that he could put it in.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, if he's playing against Stoneblade Mirror, I mean, that one disenchant's going to do a lot of work because
Yeah,
they don't normally
yeah.
have more than one copy of each
Yeah.
of the artifact.
So you see, he actually had that Feel the Ruin that we called,
Mm.
but because he chose to kill the
The
Ugin last
Ugin,
turn with
yeah.
the colony, he couldn't play that Feel the Ruin. But this turn is gonna look pretty anemic for Kenneth. It's quite hard to beat a resolve Khan, especially a Khan on 6.
Yeah, definitely.
And in this format, especially without access to cards like Council's Judgment.
Mm.
Or
Oh yeah,
ways
that's
to-
true.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, does Kenneth even have an answer for Khan?
I
in his
don't.
main
I
board?
don't think there is a main deck like straight up answer to it, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Once
I
it's
mean,
resolved, like on the stack, there's plenty of interaction. But
Yeah.
he doesn't have
yeah,
too
but once
much
it's resolved, there's nothing
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
Besides,
yeah.
like, just hitting it with
combat.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, like you'd have to hit it pretty hard,
Mm.
right? Like
Yeah,
he's not tapping out. No spheres.
No spheres. Not in his
He
main
might
board.
have drawn a cryptic. Cryptic might be the best way out, right? Bounce it in on a turn, try and counter it on the way down.
Yep.
But with that Khan just eating away at his hand, his options are limited.
Yeah. I do think that, I mean, the fact that Kenneth had the Field Ruin that turn, he
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
definitely used it.
Yeah.
Because-
but then the Ugin goes up and out of the range of the Celestial
That's
Colonnade.
true,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
But you're right. Like, yeah, sure. He got rid of the Ugin,
Mm.
but giving him that 7 mana meant that he could play another threat, right?
Correct.
And the threat was Khan.
Because, I mean, Ugin, at the time, it was dangerous.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it wasn't winning.
That's true. Yeah. Ugin doesn't eat resources like Khan does, right? Ugin just deals you 3 damage.
Yep. And, I mean, he knew Joshua had 6 cards in hand.
Yeah.
So-
that's true. Breaking up the mana might be more important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Joshua has the replacement tower because of his Servant Scrying.
Seven Scrying, yep.
Yeah, and with Khan in play and he's about to drop a Worm Coil, this game is fast.
More or less over, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were Kenneth, I'd just be thinking about how to sideboard against Tron at this point.
So you're just I guess as Kenneth, you're trying to see if you can get more information, right? See what kinds of lands, like one-offs Joshua might have. Joshua doesn't have to give too much away.
Yep.
He's gonna eat his opponent's card in hand, which is the Path to Exile.
Yep. What are the biggest threats?
Yeah, which
in
is very,
Joshua's
very,
hand?
very, very important because this lets him play his Worm Coil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. That's,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think there's anything that Kenneth can draw that will bring him out of this
Jace
situation.
is not bad. Yeah, because he can attack with the. He can animate. Can't even animate the colonnade because of the Ghost Quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jace only answers the Worm Coil,
Yep.
but doesn't answer the bigger problem of,
Yep. Of Khan.
Khan. He can reset the game.
He could,
He
although
could restart the game.
I don't
like-
see why he would want
yeah,
to.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Wouldn't you want to restart a game with a Worm Coil engine and?
And a Khan,
Yeah. So this is Jace. It's probably gonna bounce the.
the Worm Coil.
Oh, he's gonna brainstorm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's like, yeah. I need something. Oh yeah. He finds a cryptic. Cryptic is a good start.
Did he
yeah.
lay a land for the turn?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so
I don't
he,
believe
yeah,
so because
still
he
has-
laid last time he was on 7.
Yeah.
The turn before that he was on 6, so he had enough to animate colonnade, right? Last time he laid the Field of Ruin. So
Yep.
Field of Ruin is like land neutral.
Yep.
So that was 7 last time. So this time he can go to 8.
Yep.
Which means that he can tap, bounce.
Tap
yeah.
bounce. Oh, hello Gunbox. Thanks for following us. Hope you're enjoying the stream.
Yeah. Hey, please, if you have any you like to join us in chat?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. If you have anything to ask us,
Yeah,
just let
random-
us know in chat.
Randall and I don't know each other as well as I know the other casters.
Mm.
Yeah. But some of the casters I have to cast with, I need a lot of help from chat. Yeah. There's let's just say some of them are less entertaining than Randall is.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I appreciate
Randall's
it.
command of Chinese is not as good though.
My Chinese is very bad.
We both came from the same school, where they
Yes.
would commandeer Chinese classes to run math classes. Yeah, so passing. Oh, so Kenneth doesn't actually have a fourth land or an eighth land.
So yeah, at this point, the brainstorm is questionable then.
I think the brainstorm made sense if he was looking for cryptic, but
Yeah.
because he didn't find a land or a land that helped him play.
His
yeah.
cryptic becomes a bit.
I thought I saw a Halo Fountain at the front of his hand.
I did,
Yeah.
but maybe he had already laid a land.
I don't think so because last turn he laid land, right? To be able to have Field of Ruin
Yeah.
and then left 5 mana open, like
Yeah,
we saw at
yeah.
the end of last turn, he had to have had 7 lands, right? And then he has 7 lands this turn, so he could have quite.
That's true. Yeah.
This
Huh.
is bait. Maybe he's trying to like lure his opponent into something. Like he did. I did see a Snapcaster along with that cryptic command.
Yeah, I did.
So this is gonna be a giant ballista though,
Oof.
and without the protection of a cryptic command, this
Yeah,
is
and Sanctum of Wind is going to be sacrificed to get something big.
So he's gonna be able to sacrifice and get probably Ulamog, right?
Yeah.
Ulamog's kind of the
The-
haymaker,
the-
the end haymakers,
Yeah,
right?
the be all and end all
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
point. No way Kenneth can come back from that.
The ceaseless
Um,
hunger.
Yeah. Whew. What
Hi
a good card.
Gumbox. How are you? Where are you from? Are you local? Have you played at GOG before?
Hmm.
Do you
Oh,
like Tron?
Does anyone like Tron?
Hey,
Actually,
apparently Joshua.
yeah, I mean, I would like Tron if it were working this well for me.
That's true. Yeah. When you played it, it was a little bit less.
Yeah,
Less
not-
friendly, less accommodating.
not so
Yeah,
receptive.
it would. Yeah, I think you got hit by Goblin Guy a lot of times. You never drew a land.
I did.
Never drew a land off.
Okay, so we see the Snapcaster
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
in.
So Snapcaster path, and I think this is Kenneth's way back in, right? He's gonna try and get. He's gonna try. Yeah, he's trying to force the action on
Yep.
the walking ballista, but ballista's gonna take care of the Snapcaster, which
yeah,
means that he
so-
doesn't get an attack in.
Mm,
But most importantly, the Ghost Quarter is tapped.
that's true.
Yeah,
So Celestial Colonnade can
Celestial
come in.
Colonnade can attack. It can get in for a hit, and it's just whether or not Kenneth wants to trade for a card in his opponent's hand
Yep,
and get back all his mana, which might make sense because then he has that cryptic that he was
that's
sandbagging
true. That's
last turn.
true.
Yeah.
But can he? So does he have enough mana to
So if he
Celestial
has
and
that
Feast?
Halo Fountain,
Ah.
this might be the turn where he lays it. You know,
Right, right.
So maybe he didn't lay it to kind of like surprise his opponent. This could be really.
Oh wow, it's like next level mind games.
Yeah, really,
Wow.
for sure. Like, he's like, the only way I'm gonna win to get back any kind of material is to get a hit in with the. Oh,
Oh, no,
no,
never mind, he just scooped. Okay.
He just scooped it up. So he didn't have the land,
yeah.
right? Because I
guess he didn't have
saw a
the land.
cryptic at the front of his hand, right?
Correct,
So if he had the cryptic, he would have just definitely laid the land in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but didn't have anything else.
Okay.
So
Okay,
okay,
moving to
so-
game 2.
Yeah, let's look at the sideboards. I mean,
Yeah.
for Kenneth, I mean, he's looking at this
Disdainful
ceremonious
s-
rejection.
Yeah. Very, very good against a largely colorless deck.
Yep, very good against Tron.
Disdainful
Disdainful
Stroke. So 4 copies of Ceremonious Rejection. Is that 4?
Yeah, 4 copies.
4 copies and 1 Disdainful Stroke.
And I think
And
the
1
rest of
Dovin's Veto. I think Dovin's Veto is pretty good against
Yeah.
all the haymakers. Some
all
of
the
the haymakers at
planeswalkers.
least.
Yep.
Yeah, no Rest in Peace on that end. No Supreme
Supreme
Verdict. I think
Verdict,
it's kind
no.
of it's not a card that you want, right?
Yeah, I mean, even against Tron, your Supreme Verdict, the Worm Coil,
The one called
that
tokens.
doesn't really help.
Yeah.
the tokens just come
Yeah,
back.
I mean the way you want to handle that is to path it
yes, definitely.
or counter it, right?
Mm.
And on I think on Joshua's end, you're trying not to be too reactive, right?
Yes.
So I think the only cards I can see him being interested in are the Veil of Summers,
that Veil would be
possibly.
really good. I think.
And maybe the Emrakul, the Promised Land.
Yeah.
With the
Nothing
games
else-
go long, yeah.
Nothing else much, I think.
Yeah. And then you can kind of destroy your opponent with his own hand.
Mm.
Yeah.
So actually, in general, who do you think is favored in this matchup?
Overall, I think Tron is favored.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the problem with the Stoneblade deck is that
Mm.
it has to make a choice on turn 2. Do I leave counter magic up, or do I
okay.
leave do I
The
play a
s-
Stoneforge?
Yep.
Right, and when it comes down to that, like if Tron has a turn 3 Tron,
Mm.
and then you're not on the play, you're a dog anyway, right?
Yeah.
You're you're under the gun.
I agree.
And there's so much threat density in the Tron deck because of the way it plays, right? It plays with stars and
Yes.
chromatic sphere, so it has
The-
very little actual lands, but it
Yeah.
kind of cantrips through its deck.
Mm.
Yeah, that being said, like, if Tron is forced to mulligan, then I think Blue-White Stoneblade is in a better position, right? Because it
Right.
can react
Right.
pretty well. I think so in general, I think that's how I approach the matchup.
Yeah.
But I think Kenov's deck's actually built really well against Tron. Just he drew the wrong part of it
Yes, correct.
that last game, right? Because you see he has 3 force of negations, so he can go
Yeah,
for
Force of Negation actually
Yeah,
does
yeah.
work very well. Yeah.
very well against Tron. Because he can tap out. You know, he's not worried about worm coils,
Yep.
right? So he just tap out, play his threat, and be like, yeah, here, force of negation, untap, play a Sword of Feast and Famine.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
play get a battle scout to play. You know,
Yeah.
and then that makes it less attractive to play a con into that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what you said just basically sums up this matchup at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah.
So it's just up to Kenneth to draw the cards that he
Yeah,
needs.
draw the cards he needs,
And-
and if he wasn't sure, maybe it came down to the sleeves, Randall.
Maybe it came
Yeah,
down to the
maybe when he
sleeves.
sat down opposite Joshua, he was like, "Oh,
He's playing burn.
he's playing burn. I gotta keep this double Stoneforge Path to Exile hand." And then his opponent goes like, "Urza's Tower."
Like, oh
Then he's
no.
He got me.
He got.
Yeah, shenanigans were afoot.
Hello, Dim Sum Boy X.
yeah,
Hey,
it's-
hey to
it's
you as well.
Dim Sum Boy X, I think it's Glenn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Glenn
Okay.
Ang.
Hello,
Yeah,
Glenn.
yeah. You know, all round interesting fella.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
very friendly.
Okay.
Yeah, very friendly.
Nice.
Yeah.
And for all the viewers that are watching us, if you're just joining us,
72
this is-
viewers, thank you
Yeah,
for
wow.
joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate your attendance.
Yeah.
If not in person, thankfully not in person. The
The
store
store's
is
packed.
full.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's packed. There's not enough space for anyone to play at all.
It's really warm
Yeah.
as well.
It's really
Because
warm.
of that.
No, not for us.
Yeah, we've got
We're in the cozy comfort.
nice
of the
private icon over here.
station. Yeah. There's a reason why I volunteered to cast. Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us. This is Team Unified Modern.
Yeah.
And
Team modified. Is
Team
that what it's called?
It's the-
there's a
the
mashup.
truncated version.
Yeah. Like Brangelina.
and it's round 3. Blue Eye Stoneblade versus Tron.
Yeah.
So,
So
we're gonna
I
go to
think-
game 2.
Yeah, we like. I like Kenneth's position in general. Kenneth's position because of the way his deck is built.
Yeah.
But in general, I think I'd rather be the Tron player in this matchup in particular. Yeah, what's
Yeah,
interesting is that the
definitely.
spell snares are kind of an interesting hedge, right? Like he's got 3 force of negations, which are
Mm.
really good, but
Yep.
he's got 3 spell snares, which are pretty much
Which are pretty
dead.
bad in this. Yeah.
Except for Servant Scrying, and you probably won't keep them in against Servant Scrying,
Yeah, I
right?
don't think so. I mean, you want to let that resolve.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
There's more things to counter in the deck.
True.
Yeah.
And now with like Ceremonious rejections going back in and disdainful strokes and
Mm.
Domin's vetoes, he's got plenty of like stack-based
Correct.
interaction.
Yeah. I think you're definitely
Yeah.
taking out the spell stance for that. I think spell stance is definitely a meta call
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's looking at
Ren and
countering
6.
Ren and 6, other Stoneforge Mystics.
Right,
Things like that, yeah.
Eidolon of the Great Revel.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Even Goblin Engineer
Mm.
out of the Urza deck, right? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Goblin Engine is pretty.
Yeah,
is a
and the
pretty
Urza
good
deck has
one.
chalices, so
Yeah.
you know you can counter chalice for 1.
Counter Chalice.
Yeah.
Top the Foundry.
Top the Foundry. So
Yeah,
I
actually-
saw the meat is not as effective.
Yeah, not as effective. That one they want it in the graveyard.
Ben, does GOG still have stock for Tron? I believe so. There was a point in time where I knew everything about that was going on in the business, but thankfully we've gotten to the point where I don't know everything that's going on in the business. So you would have to check. There is a pre-order form. You can check us out on facebook.com/GoGoGames, and the pre-order form is going to be there, and then you can put in your interest for the pre-order. I think it's first come first serve. If you make payment, then we confirm your pre-orders. But yeah, I think we order our max allocation, so there should
Oh,
still
okay.
be some boxes left for you if you're interested.
Speaking of Throne of Eldraine,
Yeah.
anything that you're really excited about for the set?
So about knowing what goes on in the business.
Yeah.
I only look at the cards after they've been spot, and I look
Ah,
at
I
them
see, I
usually based
see.
on this is how much we should pay to acquire these cards. Yeah.
Much more practical point of view.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But I was responsible for the Beauty and the Beast
Oh.
parody on our post.
Ah,
yeah.
okay,
You know,
okay.
Game as old as time,
Oh, that's pretty
value as can be, barely even rents.
good. Oh, I like that. I
And
like
then
that.
somebody opens commander boosters in front of me, collector boosters in front
Oh,
of me.
collector boosters.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the bet is if you buy a case, I have to sing you the song.
Oh.
At least that verse.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So if that's motivation
Stop
to,
trying to ruin the sales.
if there's any kind of motivation at all,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure someone out there is like, yes, okay, nice.
Right.
Okay, so
back to the game.
Back to the game, yes.
Yeah, back to the game. We had an opt, a couple of lands being laid. No search on Joshua's end.
Yep.
And it looks like Joshua kept his hand, or
So
he must have mulligan maybe once. So,
So-
he is banking on just straight drawing Urza's
Yeah.
mind next turn, right?
Or maybe, he has no stirrings, no map. Maybe he just has the
Holy
natural
crap!
Tron.
No, no. He didn't draw. He didn't draw the missing piece.
He didn't draw the missing
Yeah,
piece.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
But like for that moment, he draws the land. And he looks at his hand. He
It's
looks
like,
at his land.
oh, is it the correct one?
That's
Because
close.
I think his deck seems like it's
Yeah.
running the different arts. for
Yeah,
the-
yeah. He's going with the aesthetic as opposed to the,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that might be confusing for you.
yeah. You're like, this looks like a mine.
It's a power plant. Oh no. So Kenneth definitely happy about this.
Yeah, he's happy
You know.
how this is going, and you
Yeah.
can see this is how Kenneth wants to play the game, right? He
Yeah.
wants to be active on the stack, but not
Yeah.
so much on the battlefield.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely he wants to take it slow at the beginning. Then once he has enough mana to spend,
Yeah.
then play Stonefall
yeah,
Machines
yeah.
out.
Play some threats, play some. So I think he's having a bit of a chat with his teammates.
Yep.
Because it being a team modern event, a team event in general,
Yeah.
they can converse about how they should play their hands. You can
Correct.
see his hand is pretty reactive. I think there's a logic knot.
Honestly, I
it-
can't see any of his. I can't see anything in his hand.
Kenneth
It's-
is very good at protecting his hand from the camera.
yeah, playing his cards a bit close to the chest. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. So I think just thinking about whether or not this is a turn where he can play and
Anything,
yeah,
yeah.
and the fact that Joshua played that land so quickly, kind of signals to Kenneth that my opponent doesn't have any other lands,
Yeah,
right? And he doesn't have instant Tron, right?
Mm.
He's not like sandbagging a mine somewhere.
yeah.
So yeah, it must be pretty safe. But no, he's just gonna go with a more
Yeah.
a much more conservative route.
Oh, so the
And he
the
draws
V crit,
Khan.
Okay.
The great creator for his draw step, and now the jig is up. Hey, sorry, you know about those lands in my deck? I didn't draw any of them. So I think Kenneth's just gonna let him keep everything,
Mm.
right? Because there's nothing you're concerned about here. There's a lot of green cards for what is
For
something
something with no green, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough actually.
You see the Thractus has come in. Interesting choice to bring.
put in the Thractus? Yeah, I mean, Is he like worried about Kenneth being aggressive actually?
I don't think so. I think that the Tusk is remarkably poor against Sword of Feast and Famine.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't even block that.
Which is
yeah.
one of Kenneth's best cards in the matchup, right? Because it lets Kenneth play a threat and
Correct.
get his mana back to react. On,
Yes,
on the
correct,
stack.
correct.
So yeah, and it's not very good against. I guess it's decent against Path, right? Because it still gets you a 3/3. Because
That's
it's when
true.
it leaves play.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not about dying or
It's not
anything,
about
right?
dying or
Yeah,
anything,
no
yeah,
dying
yeah.
triggers.
And
So yeah,
but it doesn't trade well with Batterskull. It
Yeah.
doesn't trade profitably Batterskull at all. And if you equip Batterskull to a Stoneforge, it's not gonna.
it's not even gonna die.
It's not gonna get anywhere. So yeah,
Does he-
Joshua forced into playing. Well, not forced, but chooses to play a Ballista for one, just in case Kenneth has a sword to put on this Vanilla Click.
Yep.
Joshua
Just
can
wants to kill it straight away. Yep.
can ping it.
And
So
as you
this is-
said, the
Ceremonious Rejection. So Kenneth might actually have the sword, right? He's
Wow,
like, this is
yeah.
aggressive on Kenneth's part.
very aggressive
But
actually.
Kenneth's like, I'm just gonna protect my 3/1 and get in there.
But I mean, I think the fact that Joshua missed a land drop this turn,
Yeah.
it's definitely a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
Kenneth is just like, I'm gonna take.
I'm gonna take what I can get.
Yep.
No sword here, but this is probably gonna be Jace.
Yeah, I think definitely.
Greater than all.
Yep. JTMS comes down.
Yeah. Cards in the bottom
Oh,
corner.
he's gonna
of-
Fate Seal
Cards in
actually.
the bottom corner of Kenneth Wong.
Cards in the button corner.
Oh, is it in his graveyard? I think that may be his graveyard.
This one?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think they can see the
I
mouse.
don't think we can see
the
actually.
mouse
Yeah.
either, random.
No, I-
Yeah, someone's hand go into under the camera and be like this.
oh, this one.
Yeah, so yeah, Josh missing another
drop
land drop
and having to discard.
having to discard a Wormcore engine. And so yeah, I think this game is all but done. So Kenneth can Fate Seal him to make sure that he continues to miss his land drops.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. And I mean, if he has stuff like Cryptic Command, he's just gonna pile on the the
I think the only
pain.
thing Joshua can do here is hope he gets to draw a forest
Right.
or any chromatics
that's true.
style
that's true,
sphere.
that's
Yeah,
true, But like you see, that's interesting, right? Like that the stars still can get counted.
that's
so
true.
Forest is probably better, right?
Forest definitely what he
Forest,
wants to draw. Yeah.
Forest is still gonna be. So Kenneth's gonna look. Kenneth's like, yeah, if it's not a land, I'm leaving it on top.
Yeah.
And
And that's gonna just push back Joshua so far.
yeah. And I think Kenneth is like, I think it might be safe to just get in with the colonnade.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna go beep. I'm a jeep.
So he's thinking,
Oh no, he's playing Batterskull instead.
wow,
Okay,
hard casting Batterskull. Okay.
Yeah. So Batterskull meaning that next turn. Oh yeah. Well, he's still 2 turns away
Yep.
from winning.
But I
that's-
mean,
that's-
with the Fate Seal from
Yeah.
Jace,
yeah,
Joshua's
yeah.
nowhere close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is just gonna Josh can pretty much screw at this point, right? Like he he is gonna get face healed again.
Mm, mm.
He doesn't know it, but we know that Kenneth has a pact of force of negation in
Yep,
his hand,
yep.
which is really, really good in this situation. And he's not even Kenneth can even protect his Vanilla Click from a walking ballista next turn by equipping it to the Battle Skull.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, just get in for 7, and he's dead, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I agree. There's nothing Joshua can do. I think
realistically,
conceding
yeah,
for time,
yeah,
especially,
and
might
if
be a factor.
Kenneth really wants with that Feel the Ruin, he can Feel the Ruin that tower,
Ah,
and then
yes.
Fate Seal, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Because then, but Feel the Ruin would fix his opponent's mana. He could play
That's true.
green. He could play green cards.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
So,
now
he might not want
Kenneth
that.
yeah, Kenneth's in a bit of conundrum. He's like, it's. I think it's a forest.
Yeah.
It must be a forest, right? Like he's like, no other card he's thinking about.
Correct.
Right.
And I mean, Kenneth did see Joshua's hand with the V click just now.
Yeah, yeah.
So he knows that he has.
exactly what's going on.
he's got the
Because
green cards.
He's followed that V click up with Jace.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So this is gonna put Kenneth to 3. Joshua to 3. Joshua to answer a
Yep.
lot of permanents. No.
Nothing else he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Onto the. So yeah, I think this is the game. This Kenneth's game to win, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Joshua kept a sketchy hand with no stars or spheres.
Yep.
And a lot of green cards.
Definitely. I think definitely should have mulligan there.
Yeah.
with
And I
the-
think that's something we discussed when you were playing the deck, right?
Yeah.
Like this deck mulligans a lot more because of the London mulligan.
Correct,
Something that
yeah.
has come up recently, more so than in the past.
Yeah. Definitely much easier to mulligan with the Tron deck because as you said, the card quality is so much higher.
Yeah.
They just need a few cards for them
Yeah.
to really
Yeah.
take the game.
It really doesn't need all the extra chaff, the
Yep.
extra stars and the Sylvan Scryings when it has, 4 cards, like,
Yeah.
Power Plant, Mine Tower, Karn. Right?
And that's all they need.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Realistically,
And
yeah.
sure, you can force a negation that, but if I draw another Karn,
Yeah.
game is back on.
Correct.
Yeah. So I think that's really kind of the draw of playing this deck.
Mm.
Yeah. Again, whoever sleeved this deck in red sleeves is a master. Because in game 1,
Of
you're
mind
like,
control.
yeah, this guy's mulliganing. You're like, oh, it's a burn deck that has no lands or something like that, and then you're like, ah.
Sorry. What do we do when this happens?
Okay.
Thing is,
Okay, I think we might have to right click the thing. And then we have to go properties maybe? Yeah.
okay.
Deactivate and reconnect, I think. Activate. Okay,
Ah,
we're back.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so sometimes the camera goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
A
so
little
we're
bit
back.
of
Yeah.
technical
I
issues there.
like the transition. Like it kind of blooms a little bit, like
Oh,
how your
yeah,
eyes
yeah,
will
yeah.
open. Yeah.
It's like you've gone to sleep.
Yeah, you've
With
got to
chit-chat.
Yeah, your phone is falling on your face.
So, okay, last game.
Or you
they've
have an
got.
Oculus Quest, like some people I know.
Ooh, Oculus Quest.
Yeah, who use it purely for gaming purposes.
That's what I would
Yeah.
do. Do you have a VR set?
Me? No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would definitely want a VR set when they become a bit more affordable.
I think the Oculus is quite affordable. Yeah.
How much around?
I think we spent $500 on
Oh.
$700. Yeah, 700 Sing.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah.
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 Couple of just don't subscribe to some sites for a couple of months. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So yeah, Joshua quickly mulliganing.
Yep.
Kenneth too, I think.
Yeah, Kenneth
right.
mulliganing as well.
Mulliganing
So
mulliganing
both
as
down
well.
to 6 in the last game.
Yeah, I think the mulliganing, helps Josh and hurts Kenneth more, right?
Yes,
Kenneth is
definitely.
more in the game of trading his cards 1 for 1
Yep.
with Josh, and so that being a card down definitely hurts.
Especially because Kenneth also has Force of Negation.
Yeah.
That brings him 2 cards down, and
Two
he
cards
really
down.
doesn't want that.
Yeah, but that also being one of the best cards in the matchup for him.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think he's also looking for cards like he doesn't have any surgical extractions, most notably, right?
Yes.
Previously in the past, when you the blue-white player, you're like, okay, I'm going to feel the ruin his Tron land, and I'm going
And
to
then
surgical,
it, yeah.
and I hope that that's good enough.
But yeah, so it doesn't have that. So I think has to find other ways
So
to
Josh, I think,
close out this
can't
game.
keep this hand either. I don't see any old bordered lands, which means that he doesn't have any Tron lands in his hand.
Yeah.
He's going to
He's
go
gonna
to
pitch
5,
it, yeah.
but at least he's got good counsel, right? Someone is telling him,
Yes.
yeah, you should mount the cards, mount the hands until you get like turn 3 Tron, because otherwise this deck is just a really anemic
Yeah,
brown
that's
deck.
true. That's true. Kenneth over here gonna keep his hand, so
Hi,
already in the lead.
Hi, Louis Lurch. Nice of you to join
Yeah,
us.
thanks for following us.
Thanks for following us. This is Grey Ogre Games, part of our Grey Ogre Invitational series.
Yep.
We are
Team Unified
playing
Modern.
Team Unified Modern. Quite different from the Triple Urza Modern that you're watching on the Magic the Mothership stream.
Yeah.
Ayak.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know this guy. This guy, Isaac Egan from Australia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Hello,
Jo-
Isaac.
Jo-
Thanks
Joe
for
says
following
hi.
us.
Hi to you and your wife, Wan Chin. Yeah. Nice people, great people. Yeah, Australia. Yeah.
Have you been to Australia many times?
A lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can never get a straight answer from an Australian.
Oh, really?
Right, it's always yeah, nah, yeah, nah, yeah, nah, nah, yeah, nah, yeah.
I don't
yeah,
have that
nah,
much experience
nah,
with
yeah,
this,
yeah,
but
nah, nah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, someone explained to us, yeah. It's the last one is the actual thing that they mean. So it's just kind of
okay.
signify kind of like a consideration. They're thinking about things.
Oh,
much
okay.
like much like the players right now who are thinking about their hands.
Oh, right.
And, figuring out what to do.
Yep. What
But
to keep?
the other thing I realized that chess is probably a really confusing game in Australia. Right?
Well,
you're
now
not
that you mention it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because is it checkmate or is it checkmate? So you're like, am I dead on board? No. Yeah.
No, okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Check, mate. Or
That's-
check, might.
that's definitely a consideration I wouldn't have thought of.
I mean, yeah, it's not like I play a lot of chess, but in
Yeah.
general, it's something I thought about the other day.
Yeah, and I
Well, I was thinking about Australia. Hi, Gian 314.
thanks for following
Yeah,
us.
thanks for following us. Thanks for following us. Yeah. So I think that could be our thing. Every time someone joins us and we know where they're from, we could talk a little bit about their culture.
Oh, that's actually quite. Yeah,
being
definitely.
a very multicultural city.
Mm.
Yeah, Gian, I don't know. Gian
Gian,
could be Vietnamese.
it could
Yeah.
be anything. To
For
be honest,
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
I also have a lot of great like Vietnamese restaurant names in
Oh,
my
really?
mind. Yeah.
What else do you
One
have?
of them is the win-win situation.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's Nguyen. Yeah, win-win
Okay, then
situation.
that's,
yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not bad.
Okay. So we are back.
We're back in the game, so
Joshua has settled on a 5-card hand that involves Chromatic Star and Urza's Power Plant.
looking good so
followed
far.
up by a
Is there
drum
another Tron land?
roll. Yeah,
It is another
he,
Tron
he
land.
has a mine. But he doesn't have a map. Because if he had a map, he would have played in turn 1.
Definitely.
Right. So yeah, this is the good old. I like him cycling the star here
Yeah.
for green. Yeah,
I think so too.
But
You know, you could have drawn into an ancient stirrings.
yeah, interesting. Servant scrying.
Definitely
and
worth.
yeah, could definitely have or another star or
Yeah.
a map. Yeah,
So I think holding it. There's no point for the Tron to hold the mana anyway.
yeah.
What is the Tron gonna do at instant speed?
Yeah. I think he could even cycle that Veil of Summer that's in his hand.
Oh
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe
I mean,
maybe he's waiting. He's like, gonna play a long game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Kenneth settled on a 6-card hand, so I mean he doesn't have that much time, right?
Yeah. I mean
Kenneth settled on a 7.
no 6-card hand.
6-card? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
mulligan
okay.
ones, yes.
Mulligan ones. Okay. So this is
Mm.
passing with 1 blue mana up.
Not gonna do much in
Not
this
gonna do much.
situation, except
Oh,
for ceremonies rejection.
yeah,
I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, getting rewarded. Yeah, because he can cycle now. Okay, so he got rewarded for not cycle. Oh well, he would have been rewarded last turn, right? He could have
Yes.
cycled the green, played the ancient stirrings, and then
then got
found
them.
the tower, played the
Yeah.
tower this turn, and played a 7 mana spell. But yeah, getting punished.
Yeah. I mean
Josh.
here he's not gonna have the
Max
7 mana.
punish. So he's gonna actually play a blast zone
Blast
that
zone.
hopefully comes into play with the counter on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that blast zone
the
definitely comes in.
bookkeeping- yeah. The housekeeping is very poor when it comes to modern players.
Yep.
Right.
If there are a lot of triggers though.
Yeah,
to be
there's a lot of
fair.
triggers, yeah,
In
so
modern, there's a lot of
A
triggers.
lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And like you see a lot of weird, like Urza tapping for mana. I watched a game where this guy tried to
Oh,
tap
really?
Urza to cast an astrolabe,
Oh, okay.
which you can't because there's a snow.
Yeah.
So
You need the snow land
there's a
for
lot
it.
of weird stuff like that that
Hmm.
happens.
So he's not putting the counter on blast zone.
He's not, and that's illegal. You
Yes.
can't do that, right?
Yeah.
So it should be fixed at some point. I think they tacitly know, but
Well, I
maybe
hope- I hope
some
so.
of the friends who we have present could correct that,
Yes.
especially the one in the judge shirt.
Because I mean, it is relevant in this
You're trying to
situation.
play something on your Switch, man. You're terrible.
I mean, I think it's quite
But
relevant though.
He's here. He's here to work, right? We're here to make sure that the event is being run. So Sylvan
Properly,
Scrying,
yeah.
Sylvan Scrying is makes it a mortal lock.
Yeah, okay, gonna come in the counter.
Yeah, Josh like, oh, it comes into play with counter. I did
Yeah.
not know that.
I think it's really important here as well because Battle Skull, you can get rid of the Battle Skull token if
exactly.
there's no counters on
yeah,
Blast
yeah, yeah.
Zone.
You
Yeah.
can get rid of like engineer explosives, Chalice of the Void.
Yep.
Yeah. I think if it didn't come to play with token, it would single-handedly make Chalice of the Void worse.
Much
Right?
worse. Yes.
Because then now people have like an easy
Mm.
easy answer to Chalice of the Void.
Yeah.
Before you got there. No.
Okay, the point. Yeah.
I saw Josh read the name. Huh? Go counter.
So okay,
He
so
does have a card in his hand.
yep.
Read the card. Read the card.
So that's been rectified, and now
Yeah. So but now Kenneth's untapped, and Josh can't like his position, right? Like
definitely not.
yeah,
He has the Tron, but
he has the Tron,
but Kenneth has the counters.
yeah, and he doesn't have the Veil of Summer. He can't play that Veil of Summer, right?
Not in the same turn.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the star anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of an odd situation for Josh.
Yep.
he needs another star. Strangely enough, another sphere or a star.
Or even just a
would
forest.
really be really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now Kenneth has the Feather Rune.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know that because he was okay with passing with 1 mana open, that he's gonna play the Feather Rune this turn.
Correct. Yeah. Definitely. And here, okay, Joshua gets his green mana.
Yeah.
That he
For sure.
wanted,
For
but-
sure. So he can play his
Yeah.
his Veil of Summer.
But no more Tron.
But no more Tron for now.
Yep.
But the question is, if Joshua had extra Tron pieces in his hand, how, can you guess from Kenneth's point of view which piece he has extra of?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not
You
at
don't
all.
think so?
I
You
mean,
don't think there's a sequencing to it that he can kind of infer? Like he laid one land first, right? He suddenly laid the
Yes.
power plant first,
Yes.
right? So does that tell you the Kenneth that's the land he wants to protect the most, or is that the land he has the extra of?
I don't know. I think, in my opinion, I always feel that you put the tower last because you
Okay,
want
okay.
to protect that the most.
Yeah, but we know that he searched the tower up with the service grind.
That's true, that's
So the decision is whether or not he laid the lands in the order of most important first or most important second. Anyway, we're talking about this stuff because there's not a lot else to talk about.
No,
in
but
the game.
no, but now that's interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
do you think there actually is an order?
I don't think Joshua, the guy who did not put a count on his blast zone, is thinking too much about that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But see, this makes a huge difference because, for example, if this stirrings had hit
Yeah.
anything other than 2 extra towers,
It's quite unfortunate for
Yeah,
Joshua.
it's really unfortunate. But if he had hit something else other than that, it would have
It would definitely made a bit
made a
difference.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost like taking a cycling artifact here over an extra land because
I
the second
agree.
tower,
I agree.
second tower doesn't do too much.
Yeah.
Of note is the fact that Blast Zone on 1 and Chromatic Sphere are not a combo.
Not a combo at
Yeah,
all.
Definitely
Yes.
not a combo.
Although, to be fair, if it were Chromatic Star, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you still draw a card.
You still draw a card,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So Joshua getting a little bit of outside assistance, as you can see, a third hand. Joshua is not.
Quite a bit of outside
Yeah.
assistance here.
He is not an octopus.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think Joshua, he can tell that. I think he normally plays another deck, right?
he plays
Yeah.
a lot of burn.
Right, plays a lot of burn.
Yeah.
So, definitely taking a lot more.
So
Time.
I don't like the laying of the second forest.
Yeah, definitely I would play
I
the Tron
think
land.
the tower is probably better especially because you have the sphere.
Yeah. Oh, the Vanilla Click coming in.
He gets
He
punished.
drew the mi-
He drew the power plant. So
He
if
drew
he
the
had laid
power
if
plant.
he had laid the tower the turn before, like this would have been like perfect, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but this is Veil of Summer. This is Veil of Summer in response to Vendilion Click.
Wait, can
Well,
you
let's
do that?
pull up
Okay.
Veil of Summer because
Yeah.
everyone talks about how good this card is in modern and in against counter spells, but no one actually knows what it does.
Veil of Summer.
Veil of
So,
Summer.
new
So Veil of
card from M20.
Yeah.
So, draw a card if an opponent has cast a blue or black spell this turn.
Yeah.
Spells you control can't be countered this turn.
Yeah, which is great against the Vendilion Click that his
Yeah.
opponent has just played.
Yep.
And it means that he's hexproof, so he can't actually be targeted with Vendilion Click.
Correct. And he gets
Yeah.
to draw a card from it. So,
So-
all round great uncommon from
Yeah,
M20.
yeah. What's important is that if Josh had timed it properly or improperly, Kenneth could have targeted himself with the Vendilion Click.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
If so, he had to let the click be on the stack. Click's ability be on the stack,
Mm, mm.
targeting him before he played the Veil of Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think it's these small directions that make Magic so interesting.
Yeah, make it really interesting, and
Yeah.
that might have been the difference between like Kenneth drawing an extra card,
Yeah.
finding an extra answer.
Yep.
So all pretty interesting. This is a Stoneforge off of a tap
Yep,
with a tap
Stoneforge
land.
gonna
So
come
it's-
down, yeah.
So I think this is gonna get a sort of feast and famine if I'm in Josh's position. If
Yeah.
I'm in Kenneth's position, right?
But did Kenneth attack with Vendilion Click already?
He has.
has,
So this
okay.
is a post-combat Stoneforge mistake. So
Yes.
yeah, Kenneth is just trying to assemble his own brokenness, right?
Yep.
So he's essentially getting, if he connects with the sword, he gets 10 mana every turn, right? He gets to tap for 5.
Oh my
and tap for
gosh.
5.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like, hey, I have Tron on my own.
Yep. And I mean, the Vendilion Click isn't gonna be blocked by anything as well.
Yeah. So I didn't like the way he sequenced his lands, but this is still gonna be decent,
Yeah.
I think.
Ooh, Khan coming down. So
Kind of coming down, an interesting, like this is gonna be tough, right? Ceremonies, which is
definitely
run
gonna
into
counter
this
that,
wall
yeah.
of counter spells that Kenneth has set up.
yeah.
The only thing that Kenneth has to be wary about now is a Nature's Claim, right? Like if he goes for the sword, he tries to equip it, and then he gets Nature's
And he just
Claim.
claimed, that'll
Yeah.
be painful.
But with a 6 land, he has some cover for that, right? He can Stoneforge Mystic in the sword, equip it. That costs him 4 mana. He still has 2 mana open to play like a Logic Knot
Correct.
or Mana Leak,
Yeah.
right? So you can play round 1 Nature's Claim. Can you play round 2 though? That's the question.
I don't think so. I mean, but at this point, I guess the Nature's Claim is bad. But you're much more afraid of any
Yeah.
of the haymakers in Joshua's head.
Yep.
Joshua's
And yeah, Josh is discarding his hand.
yeah.
Discarding, yeah. So yeah, I think Kenneth's plan now coming to fruition, and the sickness that is animate my colony, attack you, trigger the
Oh.
Stoneforge, the sword.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, I never even thought about
But
that.
he drew an Ulamog.
Wait, I think he had the Ulamog. He had the Ulamog.
Oh, he top deck Ulamog. Wow, Ulamog is insane. Isn't Ulamog just fantastic? Because if he doesn't play the Ulamog this turn, he gets eaten by the sword next turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, he has to play it, but
He
he's
has to
thinking
play it.
about
Yeah,
playing.
yeah. He has to play
the
that.
walking
He's
ballista.
talking about playing the walking ballista as a way to shoot the
The-
shoot the Vanilla Click, but if he gets countered, he's dead in the water.
Yeah.
right?
But I mean,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
casting the when you cast the Ulamog, you get to exile
Yeah,
two
yeah,
permanents,
yeah.
right? Okay, yeah.
So I think the Ulamog is the play here because
Yep.
the Ulamog at least takes care of the sword at least,
Yes.
and he can get rid of the click.
You can
yeah.
get rid of the
But I don't think the click matters as much because he has the ballista,
Yeah.
right? So you could get rid of that and maybe the
Celestial Colonnade?
Colonnade, yeah,
Yeah.
Colonnade is a good choice.
Yep.
Yeah, Colonnade is a good choice. Stoneforge is probably decent too.
I mean, there's nothing much the Stoneforge does here,
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
Kenneth can bounce it.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
but he's not running
but if
Restore
he has
Angel
a,
or
if he has a
anything.
skull, then he's under a lot of pressure.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
he's under pressure with Kenneth being able to keep 4 mana open.
Yep.
So yeah, going for both the creatures.
Oh, both the creatures.
Oh,
Okay.
so now
okay.
we get the mythical. We had the mythical situation of lay a 7th land. Oh, we can't do it. Yeah, he can. Oh, Ceremonious Rejection.
Oh.
1 mana. Sorry,
What
boys.
a good card in the
Yeah,
matchup.
yeah, yeah.
That's just shuts down all of the Tron's threats.
Yeah. Okay.
Oof.
So we see what's going on here. Kenneth has the lands to make this happen.
Yep.
So he's gonna clock his opponent
For 4.
for 4, lay another tap land, and go. So next turn, Kenneth can lay an 8th land
Yeah.
and go sword equip
Correct.
for the magical Christmas land that is. Okay.
Oh, but here
yeah.
comes the Walking Blessing for a lot.
I don't think Kenneth cares. Kenneth's just gonna path it and be like, yeah,
Yep. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go.
there you go.
Just the path comes in
It's gonna ping Kenneth
No matter.
for like bajillion for 5.
for 5. Not
Yeah.
even bajillion, just
Yeah,
5.
Just 5. Just 5. Take an easy 5.
Yeah, and Kenneth is I'm okay.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna hit you with a 6/6 flying vigilance.
And untap all my lands.
untap all my lands.
Oh, disgusting.
So gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the strength of Colonnade in the blue-white deck, right? Like it at the early parts of the game, it fixes your mana,
Yep.
right? And now it just becomes a win condition,
Yeah.
right? And you see, Kenneth's hand is full of lands. Like if he didn't have this win condition, he would have been dead. But
Yeah.
now, yeah, Josh is drawing really thin because his Ulamog is already in the graveyard.
Mm.
Yeah, so he needs to top deck a Khan maybe, but a Khan is not enough because he has 2 Colonnades.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he can get rid of
Okay,
the.
Star is a
no,
redraw.
that's yeah. Gets to redraw. What's he gonna draw?
Just
It's a
another
land.
Yeah, and that's the game.
It's a game. Yep.
Yeah, Kenneth Wong pulling it out like we thought.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's nothing much Joshua could have done differently.
Pulling it out.
There's nothing much Joshua could have
Yeah.
done differently
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. Joshua gracefully withdrawing.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
except for
at the end of
that one turn where he could have laid the Tron land
Yeah,
first.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
that made a lot of difference. I don't think it would make a difference to a hand that had so many ceremonious rejections.
Yes.
Because Kenneth always had 1 blue mana open.
Yeah.
And kind of like the perfect sideboard for this
Yeah.
weekend, right?
I mean, putting in the 4 ceremonious rejections definitely a conscious decision on Kenneth's part.
Yeah.
You know-
But also really good call, right?
good call,
It's
good
great
call.
against Hardened Scales, it's great against Urza, it's great against Tron.
Yep.
It's decent against other equipment decks, maybe. In an
Definitely.
off chance. Yeah.
Actually, what
Great against Eldrazi.
does it do much against Urza? Actually.
I think it's okay. I think you should go after the fast mana. So you go after the Astrolapes, you go after the Mox Opals.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
as
okay.
opposed to like sandbagging and thinking, I'm going to counter this massive 7 mana spell. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, and so we've come to the end of round 3. We'll be back really soon because this game went off quite a while.
Yeah.
So back in about 5 minutes or so. Don't go away.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Grey
Thanks
Ogre
for joining
Games.
us,
We're
Grey
based
Ogre
in
Games.
Singapore. It's
Yep.
Team Unified Modern, part
Team
of
Unified Modern.
our year-long Grey Ogre Games Invitational
Invitationals.
series.
And if you want to watch any of our videos, you can check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/GreyOgreGames.
Yep.
You can find us
Or
on social media, Facebook,
/Grey Ogre Games.
Yep.
Or just here on Twitch.
on Twitch. Yep.
If you like us, subscribe.
Yeah.
Follow us. You don't have to give us your money, you just have to give us your time.
Yeah, and thank you very much for
Thanks.
tuning in. See you in a bit.
guys.